is
But thank you, my
NZ,
friend.
Deltaforce, Shulk, and Link.
Wow.
That's
this
wrong.
is gonna.
They're making the same pose.
Oh, they are actually. I've never noticed that.
It's about to get real animated here.
I hope you guys watching at home are a fan of anime. We got one more set to you for this night here on the Collision Smash stream before we formally move everything over to the Master Hand Gaming. It's got up the Leaf Battle of Steel, or steel and whatever Shulk sword is made out of. I don't know. I haven't played Xenoblade yet. It's a remix coming out real soon. Can't wait to try that out. But here we go. Minato boy himself going up against Link. Let's get into it.
Oh man, Shulk was certainly getting the scoops and getting the head start here, but it looks like neither is making headway here. They're both at a nice little standstill. Besides that conversion, it's pretty much even, and we're probably last time we saw NZ, the opponent wasn't, I guess, so versed on sort of having a little more patience. So they, oh, actually no. It was just a matchup. The matchup was really bad. It was Shulk Lucas. So now I see a little bit more better pacing here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when it comes to range, Shulk's got that space, and now he's playing against a character like Link, especially in the hands of Deltaforce. That's going to be really, really deadly. I mean, Link, one of his biggest buffs from the last game over this one is that Link has always been a sword character slash zoner, how he's always been, just an amazing projectile character that he is, but having a little bit of range because he's got a sword. In this game, they decided to give him a sword. Now he's got actual solid range to be able to contest with a lot of the sword characters in this game. And I think Shulk is no different in that regard as he catches Deltaforce with that up air, resetting the situation back to even stocks. Oh, I love that scoop. I love that grab off the back air, man. That was actually really slick when Deltaforce was able to run and get that damage. Falling neutral air, of course. Link, of course, with one of the best nairs in this entire game. Fun fact, it beats Palus, if I'm not mistaken. It beats just about most of the moves in this game. Link's neutral air with so much priority. Hope my information is still correct. I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what Deltaforce has told me, if I recall correctly. But the point is, Link's neutral air, he takes priority over so many moves in this game, and I feel like Shulk is not going to have too many exceptions in that regard. And this pressure from Deltaforce over in the corner, man, just throwing these items out at NZ. He was finally able to parry one to be able to get out of the corner. I'm not sure if he had to do that to be able to get around, but it was his justification for being able to do so. Ooh, close.
Yeah, Deltaforce's pressure is less direct and more subtle with the boomerang. The bomb is much more direct, but that's like the red herring. The boomerang is where it's at. It's covering a jump option in some cases, and sometimes it's kind of overwhelming along with the bomb. So really good just throwing his cards here. Nice bang off the backboard into a nice bomb little conversion there on the slash. Wow.
Guys just out here playing pinball with themselves, man. One bomb and a boomerang to another bomb over to the right side for the kill, stuffing out that backslash recovery, making him a sitting duck. So many characters, might not have too much to be able to really do about that. They'll be able to intercept Shulk, but then they got to risk trading with his backslash, which depending on what percent they're at or if they're facing the wrong direction, can deal a lot of damage to them, if not kill them. And a beautiful bomb recovery from Deltaforce right there. He knew he got caught off stage without a jump, so he had plenty of time to be able to react and wait to the back to he had plenty of time to realize that up air takes the stock. He had plenty of time to realize that he needed to do the bomb recovery to make it back so he didn't have to jump, and he was able to do that and get the X he needed. So good stuff to him, able to keep that stock and regain stage control because of it. He lost the stock now, but not as earlier on as he could have. I like him continuing that onslaught right there, trying to combo it into the neutral B, but the dash attack is going to do it right there. Not surprised at all, man. Link's dash attack. He didn't have any range there. I should say, especially when he has range. That move can kill at stupid percents if you're not careful. I once died with good DI to max rage Link dash attack by the ledge of Pokemon Stadium at quite literally 40%. To Deltaforce. It's a very, very strong move, but of course when you're at kill percent, it's going to catch Shulk right there. Easy peasy, no time to be able to switch to that shield Minato to negate it, unfortunately for him. And that's going to be game one, going to Deltaforce.
Yeah, just to really get the apex, it was unbelievable. The apex of the dash attack is where it hit him, almost like splitting him down the middle, like some Trunk versus Frieza type stuff you expect in Dragon Ball Z, and definitely did a lot of damage. And knockback. I definitely hear you on that early kill. Again, which part of it really like slams and lands, if it's like on the landing or if it's on the apex like that, or if it's on the hill. Big question marks over my head with that. I used to know it, but I lost track of that. But yeah, really good place. Taking that first match, coming in early with the boomerang pressure, and NZ responding heavy to the zone.
Bad
Heavy.
spot, no jump, not enough percent.
Oh my god! Oh god, put that in the books, man. That was so good.
That one's going on the highlight reel.
Yes, it is.
Wow. I was gonna say, you know, I thought he was already too low to be able to make that back without a jump, and then I forgot how high Link's up B goes. And you know who didn't forget how high Link's up B goes? NZ. Just putting him right back into the ground with that down air, man. With a spike hitbox, beautiful stuff. Secure that stock and secure the first one on the way for him. Looking very poised in the second game so far. Speed Minato, he's going to keep this combo going right here, dropping it unfortunately, but then he recovers with that neutral air. 30% on Deltaforce's second stock already as we approach the first minute into this match ball clock.
Yeah, and we're seeing some nice movement from Deltaforce as well. The deep forwarder into the falling back nair, and that nair holding true as being a really good move. And we're seeing some nice, just kind of like layoff pressure from there. He's respecting Shulk, but at the same time, Shulk's respecting lane here with his own. And oh my gosh, Deltaforce's placement on ledge is uncanny. This whole set has really just been a great driving force.
He hit him with the Glen
Ooh, okay.
Lovely stuff, man. Forward tilt at ledge, the classic for Link. Situation reset again. Not as big of a deficit as it was before. Deltaforce has done a really good job closing this gap so far after that first stock on the way, David. Now he's Smash Minato. Gotta watch your buttons in this situation, my friend. Don't be on ledge for too long. And that forward air almost doing it with the Smash Minato. Oh my god, he's like 2 for 2, Pawpaw.
Oh,
on these freaking bomb recovery combos from NZ. It's ridiculous how he's reacting to those.
Making that look like a lingering Palu up smash, let me tell you.
Honestly.
Oh my god, and he put him right into court center. He said, I'm gonna volley this whole entire tennis match myself. I'm gonna run across the court.
Wasn't even a dash attack, dude. He ran off and F-tilted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just forehanded it out of there. Responsive up beat.
What? He popped out. What kind of SPI was that?
Nah, he popped out because Link kept holding backwards. If he held forward, good. Yeah, it's a weird situation because Link was so low, he had to make it back. So he had to commit to holding back, and unfortunately sort of have him pop out of there. But nonetheless, even in stock, and now and he has shown when he struts his stuff with his speed Minato and his spacing. Good hesitation, good movement, and does not cease responding as shield up B. And good movement and Minato changes once again.
Yeah, really good up. He had a shield as well to reset the situation in back air with Smash Minato not going to do it just yet. And I gotta say, despite being 2 for 2 on these bomb recovery combos on the part of NZ, he's really, this gap has been closing really well for Deltaforce, man. I mean, as good as those first 2 stocks were, he's still out here, man. Still out here saying he's got a point to prove, wants to make this a quick, clean 2-0 as he forward throws him off the level. Jump Minato to be able to mix up his recovery on the way back. He's still got to get a jump up, utilize that mobility to regain stage control, and he does. Beautiful stuff on the part of NZ. Still sitting pretty, about 20% up, but that can change in an instant, my friend. Let's see if it will. Runs up, gets another grab as Deltaforce, and now he's got the bomb by the ledge, doing what Deltaforce does best. I cannot describe how many times he's hit people with that, putting the bomb by the ledge, so making sure to throw it hard down so there's a bouncing hitbox, kind of reminiscent of Rob Gyro, if you would, except now he doesn't have to throw it down hard, but Link, of course, has got to do that right there, throwing it down hard, making sure the bouncing hitbox of the bomb is there, stuffing out the neutral get up perfectly combo into perfectly spaced forward tilt. That's Deltaforce taking it 2-0 over NZ.
Yeah, 100% gyro and 100% sandwich to end it, just like an actual gyro, man. He just really knows how to finesse it in there with the sauce and really get it going. Ending the stock with finesse, just a little bit, but a whole hell of a lot of action that set, I gotta say.